Rome was not conquered from the outside. It was taken from within, not by an army of strangers, but by one of its own. A general, a politician, a man who refused to obey. And when he made his move, there was no going back. Picture a young Julius Caesar, not yet powerful, not yet feared, just another noble in a city full of ambition. Rome is loud, competitive, ruthless. Men rise fast and fall faster. Caesar watches. He learns quickly. Power in Rome is not given. It is taken. Now shift. Debt surrounds him. He spends heavily. Public games, political favors, influence. Not because he is reckless, but because he understands something others don't. Popularity is power. The people begin to notice him. They cheer his name. And in Rome, the crowd matters. Now imagine the Senate, cold, calculating, old families guarding their influence. They see Caesar, young, charismatic, dangerous. They tolerate him, for now, because he hasn't crossed the line. Yet. Now the scene changes. Gaul, forests, mud, endless campaigns. Caesar is no longer just a politician. He is a commander. Legions march under his banner, battle after battle, victory after victory. He does not just win, he dominates. Entire tribes crushed, armies broken. His men grow loyal, not to Rome, to him. That changes everything. Because in Rome, loyalty belongs to the state, not to a single man. But Caesar is rewriting that rule. Now zoom in. A battlefield. Chaos, screaming, steel colliding. Caesar is in the front, not watching, fighting, leading. His soldiers see it, they trust him. They would follow him anywhere, even if it means turning against Rome itself. Now cut back to the Senate. Whispers spread. Concern turns into fear. Caesar is becoming too powerful, too popular, too untouchable. And there is one man who sees it clearly. Pompey, once Caesar's ally, now his rival. The alliance fractures, trust disappears. Rome begins to divide, two forces forming, not openly yet. But it's coming. Now imagine a letter arrives. A command. Simple. Clear. Return to Rome. Disband your army. Give up your power. It is not a request. It is a warning. Because if Caesar returns as a private citizen, he can be prosecuted, destroyed, forgotten. He knows this. And for the first time, he is forced to choose. Obey Rome or take it. Now the scene shifts. Night, a river, the Rubicon, small, quiet, almost insignificant. But on the other side, everything changes. Caesar stands with his men. He looks ahead. He knows what this means. Crossing this river is treason. It is war. There is no undoing this, no second chance, no forgiveness. His officers wait, silent, tense. Then he steps forward and speaks. The die is cast. They cross. Now everything moves fast. News spreads across Italy. Caesar is marching on Rome. Not as a servant of the Republic, but as its enemy. Panic erupts. The Senate scrambles. Pompey gathers forces. But something unexpected happens. They hesitate. They underestimate him. And Caesar moves faster. City after city opens its gates. No resistance, no fight. Because his reputation arrives before he does. Now imagine Rome itself, the heart of the Republic, emptying, senators fleeing, officials abandoning their posts. Pompey retreats. The city is left behind, and Caesar walks in. No siege, no destruction, just control. He has done it, without a massive battle, without leveling the city. He now holds Rome. But this is not the end. It is just the beginning, because Pompey is still alive. And as long as he lives, the war continues. Now shift again. Open fields, foreign lands. The two forces finally collide. Caesar versus Pompey. Old allies turned enemies. The battle is brutal, hard fought, but Caesar wins. Again, Pompey flees, defeated, broken, and eventually killed. Now there is no one left, no rival, no equal, Rome belongs to Caesar. Now picture the Senate again, but it feels different. Smaller, weaker. They sit in the same halls, but the power is gone, because one man now stands above them all. Caesar does not call himself king, not officially, but he holds absolute control. Decisions flow through him, authority centers around him. The republic still exists, on paper, but in reality, it is over. Now imagine the people, crowds gathering, cheering his name. He gives them victories, stability, order. After years of chaos, he brings control, and they love him for it. But not everyone. Some men watch in silence, uncomfortable, angry, because they see what is happening. Rome is no longer a republic. It is becoming something else, something ruled by one man. And that terrifies them, because Caesar did not just take power, he changed the system. Now shift one last time. A room, quiet, tension in the air. Men standing close, allies, friends, or so it seems. Caesar enters, unaware, or maybe aware, but unwilling to stop. They surround him, blades hidden. A moment passes, then it begins. Steel flashes, chaos erupts. He is struck, again and again. He looks around, sees familiar faces, men he trusted, men he raised, and in that moment, he understands. Power taken by force and can be taken back the same way. Caesar falls, but what he started does not end with him. Because once Rome tasted absolute power, it could never go back. The Republic was already broken. All that remained was the illusion. And from that moment on, Rome would never belong to the Senate again. It would belong to whoever was strong enough to take it.